Okay, so why do we go up against a 5-man team? I mean, I guess, yeah. Good job, Blizzard. Yes, nice matchmaking. That's quality. That's good. This will be fun. This will be very fun. Considering which combos they have and everything like that, this is gonna be fun. So, hi everybody, Electronics here, and today we're gonna be playing Gazlowe at the Battlefield of Eternity, and let's have a quick look at our team compositions. So it's gonna be Greymane, Limmy, Glunara, Gazlowe, and Falstad fighting against Zagara, Gazlowe, Sylvanas, Nazeebo, and Zul. Yeah. They have devastating combos, with Gazlowe's Gravity Bomb and Zagara's Maw and Sylvanas' Silence and Nazeebo's Zombie Wall and then Zul's Roots and Poison Nova. This is gonna be fun. This is gonna be very fun. So I'm gonna go top and maybe if they don't push as 5, no, they push as 5, I'm screwed there. Like, I literally can't do anything to stop them. Literally nothing. But for the first tier, let's go for the first talent. Let's go ahead and pick ourselves. We were able to stun Zul there. That's great. For the first talent, let's go ahead and pick. I don't know what to pick even. I seriously, let's go break it down. A good talent. Let's just go for the full turrets. For the full turrets, we need as many turrets as possible. Oh, come on, Falstad, you could have killed him. I really don't understand. Like, people usually don't expect a lot of damage from Gazlowe, so when you're charging your laser, they don't really think about the fact that they will, in just a second, they will have more than enough damage to kill somebody. Like, look at that amount of damage on Nazeebo. It even hurt him through his healing from the fountain, so that's obviously great. So let's go ahead and collect our scrap to reset our cooldowns to get a little bit more turrets. Sadly, we are out of mana, so we aren't able really to do much. But Gazlowe on this map is pretty decent because of the fact that you can deal constant damage to immortals. And that's obviously helpful. Let's go ahead and break down that zombie. Wow, I screwed up my auto attacks. I thought that I killed one of the zombies, but it could have killed us. That could have killed us. But wow, they went really deep for that Gazlowe, and she actually survived that. So good. Oh, okay. I mean, that's. Great start, a great start for the game, but there we go. We can see that we have lots and lots of siege damage. That's what Gazlowe is able to do. Let's go ahead and start doing damage to this immortal. We actually should have defended top, but I don't think that is that necessary because I mean, yes, it's useful to defend, but they are like a 5-man team, so we aren't able really to do much about that. So I have my cooldowns up, I have my 2 turrets up, so it's gonna be pretty easy, all things considered. Just put my turrets down there, and this is gonna be fast. It's gonna be really fast. For this tier, let's go ahead and pick. I actually don't know. You know what? Let's go ARK Reaktor because it allows us. Since, as you can see, turrets don't. You don't need a full duration of turrets to kill Immortal, so it's kind of pointless to pick Steam Fists. So we'll go ahead and pick ARK Reaktor. What it will potentially allow us is to have like 10 turrets just standing there and dealing damage to the enemy team. So a quick kill on Zagara there. Let's start doing damage to their forts. With the turrets we are able to push because turrets tank quite a lot of, they can tank a lot of shots from forts and towers. Let's eat one of our turrets, let's salvage them and get the cooldowns reset. That's always what you want to be doing, especially for your ultimate, because your passive from salvager actually affects your ultimate. So it's quite important to get that cooldown reduction whenever possible. So let's go ahead and start charging our laser, and let's weaken Zulzer a little bit. Maybe we will be able to do. Yep, Li Ming with the kill on Zulzer. Good job. For this tier, I mean, we can go for the engine gang, but I'd rather go for Hyperfocus Coils. So I'm pretty sure I was able to save Li Ming there, thanks to because I gave her the resets on her abilities, and that obviously helped her escape. And we have quite a lot of health, so that's good. That's good. Yeah, so the break it down talent and your salvager ability actually affects your ultimate, so it's quite important to utilize it that way. Like you always want to have your stun, have your gravity bomb cooldown reduced to like 30 seconds, rather than it's like 90 or whatever. So yeah. I really want to get my scrap. Yeah, there we go. There will be able to get some scrap there. And they are now pushing really hard, but my turrets will be able to peel them off ever so slightly. Sadly, the immortal spawned and I wasn't really... He is just, like, never fight in Gazlowe's turrets, because they can actually do surprising amounts of damage. Like, they are obviously not burst damage, but the sustain damage is actually quite high. Li Ming there died for basically no reason. She could have easily survived that, in my opinion, but I will go ahead and start punching the immortal there, because that's what Gazlowe does. You are able to kill immortals really fast, and actually any type of bosses, because turrets are super strong. Like, look at that. We were like, thanks to our teammates obviously, but we're able to outrace them, outpace them in terms of how fast we can kill the immortal, even though they were in the lead at first. Well, that wasn't quite enough damage to kill Zul there, but it was helpful. It was helpful, obviously. Let's put our turrets there. Let's break this down to get some scrap to put another turret. Damn it, it's quite tough to actually fight in Zagara's creep, because she can constantly just see where you are. Oh, and there we go, we died to Sylvanas there. I really tried to kill the immortals there, but didn't happen, obviously. So I'm actually tempted to go for Robo-Goblin, and what this allows us is to actually kill immortals even faster than we do. Gravel Bomb is obviously really helpful in teamfights, the Gravel Bomb and Explodium Charge combo, and it might be the things that we actually need versus their 5-man team. But I really think that picking up Robo-Goblin and killing these immortals really fast might be much more helpful than other stuff that we can do. But look at how much damage we are actually able to do. Li Ming jumped in for no reason there. She will probably, yeah, she's dead. Like, there's no way she's gonna escape that. But we dealt quite a damage to the enemy team, and our immortal is at the moment uncontested. So he will be actually able to do a lot of damage to the enemy team, because they weren't just in time, and they weren't in the right place in the right time. So this lets us maybe do some damage bottom. Maybe. Falstad flew in. I really didn't expect him to, so I wasn't really prepared for that. But Yeah, Zul will kill us, no matter what. But we actually stunned Nazebo there, and our turrets actually almost killed him. Yes, and Li Ming getting the resets. Wow, she almost died to Gargantuan. Also Gargantuan, the Blizzard buffed Gargantuan in the latest patch. Now it deals a lot of damage with its auto attacks. So it's much more powerful in... Wow, that actually didn't kill him. Wow, I'm actually impressed that Sylvanas' arrow didn't kill Greymane there, but Lunara, yeah, Lunara is dead, is in fact dead, but that's not a big deal actually. So, I actually don't know what to pick here. I think I should go for the extra large bombs, just to make sure that we have much more threat, thanks to our stuns, than we actually do at the moment. Because right now it's not really that useful, you know. Also, it kind of feels like maybe. Also, it kind of feels like maybe I kind of wasted my break it down by not going for the Gravel Bomb, because you can't really reset Robo-Goblin, like there's nothing to reset there, so maybe at the first talent I should have picked something else. Like, if you help me with... don't you have Disintegrate? That is so weird. Wow, Lunara just destroying the Gara there. So good job, Lunara, I guess. Ouch, Nazebo hurts, Nazebo hurts. Let's go ahead and use our stun, and once again Lunara with the pickup kill. I mean, yeah, she's doing her job. That's cool. That's cool. So yeah, it really feels like a waste. What could have we gone for there? I think that maybe going for the Regen Master would have been a better idea. Just so that we can sustain for much longer. So the reason I'm not actively pushing this Immortal is, first of all, we were fighting, and second of all, it's inside, like it's next to the enemy team. So obviously we should be very careful about how we approach this, because it might like it's very easy for them to engage. Okay, not much is happening there, and I'm probably dead here. I'm probably super dead. So also the good thing that Blizzard changed about Gazlowe is the fact that now with the Robo-Goblin you are able to target your turrets, and that was kind of one of his weaknesses, since your turrets would just attack completely random enemies, whether you liked it or not. So now that you can actually target them, it's very helpful. The slow from Gazlowe is pretty strong there, so we obviously died. But can Falstad actually kill Gazlowe? Because if he could, then maybe Li Ming could have gotten enough power to do something to the enemies. So I want to go for Goblin Fusion to get that extra damage from my Death Laser. Superior schematics. Oh wow, that was a cool kill on Gazlowe by Li Ming there, but she's now rooted, so she can't use her blink. Wow, but Greymane with the cleanup, and seems like this is gonna be the game. They have 4 people down, and we are just pushing strong with this Immortal. I really think this is the end of the game. Also, we are 3 levels ahead, so that's obviously helpful. Okay, I think that it's actually better to go for superior schematics if you are planning to go for Firin Mah Lazorz, because it potentially increases their damage. I don't know, because it might not. I have no idea whether it does. But I will just go with the Goblin Fusion just to get that extra damage buff that we can get. Yeah, not really much is happening though, so we'll just get out of there. They were able to push us back. I will start resetting my cooldowns ever so slightly. I will put my turrets here. Maybe I can get a kill on somebody. Maybe, probably not, so I will just run away now. I mean, we dealt a lot of damage to them, but not nearly enough to do anything useful. Oh, did we actually? Yeah, I think we scratched that. I think we scratched Zulzer ever so slightly. Well, for 800 damage or whatever. I might have gone for the level 13 talent of the Dimensional Reaper, just to get that 40% slow, to synergize with Liming, but I didn't. So we'll just go with our build. Let's go ahead and push this back, because it can actually do like this type of a wave where you have so many minions stacked up, ranged ones. It can actually potentially do devastatingly, surprisingly devastating amounts of damage. So I really want to mitigate that, and my teammates just died somehow. I don't know what happened there, but that wasn't great. So I broke down my... Okay, they are trading. They want to trade a fort for a keep, and sure. I mean, it's not what they want to do, but they were kind of... they committed to that fort, which means that I have the time to push this keep down. Well, if the Sylvanas didn't show up, but she did, so she's just gonna kill me now. Wow, look at how much damage my turrets actually do to her. Oh, if I focused them earlier, I kind of screwed up there. Because I didn't play Gazlowe a lot before, and I haven't really played him after the changes. Like, this is my second game, so I'm not really used to using my Robo-Goblin, even though it's extremely useful, and you should be using, like, if you go for Robo-Goblin, you really should be using your turrets to attack the target you want to attack, because they do a lot of damage. But yeah, if I used them earlier, I could have killed Sylvanas there, maybe, possibly. Mecha Lord, so the phrasing on that, first I saw that the basic attacks deal 150% damage to heroes, right? So I just thought that your attacks increase by 50%, and I kind of like, that's kind of stupid, but what actually happens there is that your attacks deal 250% damage, and that's a lot. But I want to go for Firin Mah Lazorz. Just, I really want to go for Firin Mah Lazorz. Like, it's just way too good. Let's see if we can actually outrace them, because we have me, and I do 500 damage with my auto attacks. And seems like we'll be able to do some damage, but nowhere nearly enough to actually kill the Immortal, especially since they committed to it. I also, yeah, their Gazlowe has Grab a Bomb, so... Okay, defending this push is gonna be what basically defines the this game, is whether we will be able to successfully defend against this push. And I mean, once again we are doing a lot of damage with our auto attacks, so that's obviously extremely helpful. Zulzer using his root on Falstad, I believe. Yeah, but the Immortal is already almost down, and yeah, our auto attacks are really doing some good damage to the enemy team there. Well, we killed, now we actually killed a lot of the enemy team, so we can actually go ahead and maybe do some damage to their top keep, I don't know. Let's go ahead and pick Firin Mah Lazorz. I really don't know how it works, but seems like everything just charges into the same direction. So that's That's useful. Oh no! Damn it! Wow, she actually... That was a good snipe by her, but Falstad jumped in right in time to grab the camp back. That was actually... I really didn't expect her to be there. At all. I mean, I could have outplayed her there by using my stun and everything, but to do that, I should have like known that she would actually be doing what she did. I had no idea. I had no idea that she was anywhere near that, and that she was going to snipe me like that. But it definitely helps them. Wow, one more auto attack from Falstad and she would have been dead. Okay, Falstad escaped. Zul there. I believe he went for the epic mount. Yes, and what epic mount actually allows to do is it's actually surprisingly efficient, because you can escape from situations you otherwise wouldn't be able to escape, and you can basically engage where in situations you wouldn't be able to engage otherwise, and that's actually a big amount of utility is provided there by the epic mount. But look at how much damage you're actually able to do to the immortals. This is what it feels like to play Gazlowe. Yeah, we are taking so much damage from the enemy Gazlowe though, so we should be very careful about everything we do right now. Yeah, I will just escape. He won't be able to chase me down with his laser or gravity bomb there, so I should be relatively safe, but we were able to do a lot of damage. A lot of damage to the immortal, but we really should have popped like procced the phase change, because now what happens is that if we kill it now, the enemy team will be up there to contest. So that's not that great actually. So let's put up our turrets there, use our stun, and do some damage to Zul there. I really need more turrets though. I really need some more turrets here. That would actually be a lot helpful. Let's knock out this one and get the cooldown on the turrets. Okay, good job team, killing them. And I'm just dying to the spiders from Nazeebo, so that's not fun. I was almost able to kill him, but Li Ming with the follow-up as always. Good job, Li Ming. So I'm really low on health and I should just go ahead and heal myself, but before I do that I will actually put my turrets here, and now I will go and heal. So that way we can do some damage to the immortal while we are away. And look at that, like 160 damage, that's like 320 damage every second. That's not so bad. That's not so bad. So now we will have a really strong push up at the top, because Sylvanas will be dead by the time Immortal reaches their gate, and the biggest threat we'll have to deal with would be the Zagara and Zul combos. But what we do know is that Gazlowe doesn't have his ultimate, so that's potentially really helpful actually. We were able to do lots of damage to Zul there, but together with his skeletons and everything like that, that's not really that fun. Yeah, we are doing like lots of damage, but nowhere nearly enough to what we need to do to them to kill them, and we are taking lots of damage in the process. Actually, Sylvanas can kill us there if we are not careful about our positioning and everything like that. So I should be careful about that. The other problem with going for Robo-Goblin is the fact that you are very vulnerable because you need to be like you don't have any sort of range sustain or whatever. Can we get some damage done to... Oh yeah, and the core is dead, so look at that. Kind of a decent game as Gazlowe, I would say. I don't like him, I still don't like him, but if you enjoyed the video, consider subscribing, and as always, thanks for watching and see you next time.